Actually,
Order. Question number 3, Scott Simpson.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Finance and asks, what steps are being taken to improve housing affordability as part of the government's wider economic program?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, the government will shortly outline a multi-pronged work program in response to the Productivity Commission report on housing affordability. This year's annual Demographia International Housing Affordability Survey showed that the cost of a median-priced house in New Zealand is 5.2 times median income, and in Auckland 6.4 times median income. Any ratio above 5 is considered unaffordable. We share the Productivity Commission's view that the housing market is not working properly. For example, despite demand for low-cost houses, relatively few are being built, in part because of the very high cost of land, particularly in Auckland. Constrained supply and high prices for housing in turn force high levels of household borrowing, which is detrimental to households and the economy.
Scott Simpson.
The Minister, why is affordability an important issue for householders and for the economy?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, a number of reasons. First, less unaffordable housing means New Zealand has high levels of private sector debt to foreigners. We are ranked along with the heavily indebted European countries when it comes to that measure. Secondly, housing loans comprise 93% of household liabilities, meaning New Zealand's investments are skewed towards housing. And thirdly, as rents rise, this pushes up the cost to government of income-related rents and accommodation supplement. For instance, income-related rents are forecast to rise by 30% over the next 4 years, which will cost the government around $200 million per year. There's also the benefits of well-priced, quality, long-term housing for those who live in those houses.
Scott Simpson.
Supplementary, Mr Speaker. What recent reports has he seen on trends in housing affordability?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, Massey University produces a home affordability report which shows an improvement in affordability in the last 12 months in all regions except Auckland. I note Massey says that the reason prices are increasing faster in Auckland than other regions is because of an imbalance of new housing supply to meet demand from increasing population. The Lotus Quotable Value Report shows that house values are up 1.8% in the last 3 months and 5.3% over the past year. These reports confirm that even in a slow economy, housing affordability remains a deep-seated, complex and serious problem. There are no quick fixes, but the government is determined to follow up on the Productivity Commission report and make progress.
Supplementary question, Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Annette King.
Has he seen the comments by the Auckland Mayor Len Brown, who stated that their council currently has enough land to build 18,000 new homes right now, but need a partnership with central government to provide upfront capital to build affordable homes? If so, does his government intend to put their money where their mouth is in their work program and help get these new homes built as soon as possible?
The Honourable Bill English.
Yeah, well, Mr Speaker, the government is working closely in partnership with the Auckland Council around getting some progress in the Tamaki redevelopment, which is the largest opportunity for brownfields redevelopment within Auckland City. It is a novel suggestion that the government would provide capital for property development on the fringes of Auckland. We are working with the council to get to the bottom to answer the question of whether the availability of those sections is sufficient to enable actual sections to be available for people to buy. This is part of the complexity of the issue. Government is making sure it understands them properly by working closely with councils.
Scott Simpson.
To the Minister, what existing government policies are helping improve housing affordability for New Zealanders?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, in the first place, our policies have helped to maintain growth in the economy. That means that in relatively rare instance among developed economies, New Zealand on average has had increases in after-tax wages over the last 4 years. Responsible and balanced fiscal policy has helped to take pressure off interest rates. Compared with 2008, a family with a $200,000 mortgage is now paying $200 less a week in interest, which is a considerable saving across a year. As the Massey University report noted, the increase in average wages and the decrease in average monthly mortgage rates over the past quarter has actually offset the small increase in the national median house price.
Question number 4, the Honourable David Parker.
Mr. Speaker, my question is to the Minister